Hey everyone, Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys an old school album review. And today we're going to be looking into this album's 20th anniversary, and it's from one of my all-time favorite bands from my home state. And as you can see by the title, today we're going to be looking into Home by Sevendust. As you can see, I have a digipack signed by the band from when I saw them on New Year's Eve, and they played this whole album in its entirety. But yeah, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is the band. Like I said, the band's second album released on August 24th, 1999 through TBT Records. And of course, this follows up their 1997 self-titled debut album, which I thought was a pretty good start to their career. But pretty much had like their songs such as like Black and Bitch and band songs like that. Pretty much what got Sevendust sort of like they're the whole hype train rolling. And here we are 2 years later with the release of their second album. And this honestly, I feel like is a step up from their first album. It still kind of has that same vibe from the first album, but I feel like they just upped it up in terms of like the production and the songwriting. One thing to note about the album is, of course, Lejean Witherspoon's vocals. Like dude has such an amazing way, especially with this album. I feel like he was more just aggressive like in the earlier stuff, but more on later albums he's just has a little bit more of a melody into his sound. But I feel like he has some melody like on some songs on here, but it's mostly just in there. Guitar wise, Clint Lowry and John Connolly's guitar playing is just great. Just the riffs they come up with are just great. The bass on this album is actually really audible. You could definitely hear Vinnie Hornsby's bass on here pretty well. And drumming wise, Morgan Rose can do no wrong. He's just full of energy on the drums, and just like the little backup screams that he does on this is just great. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive into this album track by track. Now, starting off the album is the title track, Home, which is built almost solely upon Clint Lowry's single note syncopated chugging and Morgan's just corresponding quick bass drumming. And the verse is spread across a two-bend note broken melody that transitions back into like the single note bludgeoning for the chorus. It's just I feel like there's like a lack. Well, there is a lack of beauty presence in like the music at times. There's always an elegance in LJ's vocals, and I feel like it. But overall, it's just I like how it just builds up, and then just boom, hits you right in there. Great way to start off the album. And then we go into Denial, which is the lead single off of Home, and it's a nice paced alternative metal song. And Lejean's vocals on this track once again just spectacular, and they add a lot of essence to the soundscape that Sevendust creates altogether. And this song is produced well, and all the members add good input to the structure of the song. Next song on the album is called Head Trip, and it's another one of my favorites on here, which is very highlighted by a catchy trippy verse riff, great chorus, and excellent vocal work to boot. Very cool song. I love the chorus, and also love when Jean screams "Never Forget the Pain." Great song. Insecure, which is even in this little like 1 minute guitar lead, is amazing. Sort of like a prelude to the next song, which is not great, but another good song that can feel here. But then we go into the next song, which is Reconnect, which features like more crunchy chugging guitars, rumbling bass lines, and great vocals on here. And then we go into the oddly named song Waffle, which I thought that just sounds like a weird song name. But I heard like from what I saw in an interview with Morgan Rose, I heard like the title for the song accidentally came from Sharon Osbourne. I think their Sevendust were touring with Ozzy at the time, and I think from what Morgan said, he'd heard Sharon say just waffle on home for some reason. That just became Waffle. But anyway, the song itself is pretty good. It's a great tune, which has some great vocals by Lejean and great performance by Morgan. And the verses are slow paced, while the pre-chorus is just as thundering delivery of vocals and chugging guitar. And Clint Lowry did a great job on this song as well. And this is an excellent song that's fed into the listener's ears and into their head. And Waffle is a song you'll have on repeat for a while. Next song on here, which is called Rumblefish, which I believe is what the original band was, what Sevendust were originally called, which is this song is more of a fast-paced rocker with great input from all the members. And the song starts off with a nice palm muted guitar chord, and the vocals sound very angry and frustrated, but that makes the song a bit more memorable in my opinion. Next song on here is Licking Cream, which is perhaps, in my opinion, one of the standout tracks that Home has to offer. And Licking Cream features guest vocals from a female Skin, who who is formerly known from the British rock band Skunk Anansie. And I feel like LJ and Skin rule this track with their brilliant vocal performances and the way they sort of like bounce off of each other. And it's just another reason why this song is more memorable. Grasp, which is a good song but overlooked. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the chorus though. The lyrics are good. I just never really dug the way it was delivered. Crumbled, bold. Another awesome track, and in my opinion, one of the best Sevendust songs. I really love sort of like the weird guitar little intro, and I just love how like the bass really stands out, and it's in my opinion probably the heaviest track on Home. A very cool chorus where Connolly sings too. Yeah. Then we go into Feel So, which is a good effort, but usually I'll pass. I like how the song really mellows a bit, and Lejeune pretty much shows his vocal talents on this one. And then we go to the weird song Grasshopper, which is only like 7-second long. It's like a weird country song. Apparently it was like Vinnie Hornsby singing, where it sings, I don't know what I've been told, something about a grasshopper's asshole, however the fuck it goes. But then it leads into the final song on the album being Bender, which features Chino Moreno from the Deftones, and this song itself is a good way to end the album. And Chino and LJ's vocals harmonize beautifully in the chorus, and Chino adds a bit more belligerence to the song. And this song, honestly, like my little gripe is like it should have been done better being placed earlier in the album, but it gets the job done by closing it. Now overall, Home by Sevendust is another one of their classics in their discography. If I were to give this album a score, I'm probably going to give this probably a 9 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review of Home by Sevendust, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the album, and I'll see you all in the next video. And as always, keep it metal.